The man accused of threatening to kill local Congressman Scott Taylor is deemed incompetent to stand trial. A judge made that ruling for Wallace Godwin earlier today. 13 News Now reporter Jacqueline Lee was at that hearing and has more about what's next. Jacqueline.
Janet, today a judge explained why a psychologist declared Godwin incompetent and also said he would remain in the custody of the government despite the ruling. For 69-year-old Wallace Godwin, it all started with this statement, according to court documents to Congressman Scott Taylor's staffer back in March. Quote, "Scott is having an event this Saturday. I'm going to get my shotgun and do something about this. I will just handle this myself." Wallace is charged with threatening to murder and assault a member of Congress. Today in court, a judge said a doctor reviewed Godwin's hospital records as well as reports from jail and his neuropsychological assessment. The doctor found Godwin suffers from a mental disease or defect and is incompetent to stand trial. Congressman Taylor's press secretary reacted to the ruling saying, quote, "Representative Taylor is thankful for the help of law enforcement in this unfortunate incident and that Mr. Godwin will be able to get the help needed. We wish him and his family well." A judge committed Wallace Godwin to the Attorney General's custody where he will remain hospitalized for treatment. His attorney had no comment. Live in studio, Jacqueline Lee, 13 News Now.